Wait, so the state presents damning claims about Ntanzi's whereabouts, but suddenly, no one knows where that information came from. Not Janinda, not Baloyi, now it's go ask Mulder? So let's get this straight. Evidence was strong enough to oppose bail, but now the source of that same evidence is a mystery. Is this prosecution or a guessing game?
Mr. Ntanzi, just before the short adjournment, you remarked that the evidence was tendered that your whereabouts are unknown. But you'll recall that the evidence of Mr. Mulder was that when he first testified, he did not have your personnel file, and that he subsequently went and drew your personnel file, and he then placed that information on record.
Uthe ngaphambi kokuthi sithathe ikhefu ukuthi ke kunobufakazi obethulwe phambi kwenkantolo ukuthi bathi abawazi noma wakungaziwa ukuthi wawukuphi. Umnumzana uMelda ngenkathi ke ethula ubufakazi bakhe ihlandla lokuqala ushilo ukuthi amafayela akho noma ifayela lakho lasemsebenzini wayengenalo, kodwa ke wase ehamba ebuyela emsebenzini. Uma ebuya futhi wabuya ke manje esethula ubufakazi likhona ifayela lakho lasemsebenzini.
Ngethemba phamba kosenkantolo ngicacisile ukuthi lento le ukuthi mina ngangazi ukuthi ngophe emsebenzini ngiqale ukhiza ngale mangenza ibhayili.
I believe I mentioned this before the court that this issue of my whereabouts being unknown at the workplace, I heard about that for the first time during the bail proceedings.
Ngangakambona umlungu la engakangeni ngisho lapha ecourt.
By that time, Mr. Melda had not taken to the witness stand. He was not yet called into the witness stand, my lord.
Ingakho nje bangibuza phambi kwecourt ukuthi kwaqhamukapi lokho bani wayelethelwe lo lwazi lokuthi nangangaziwe emsebenzini ukuthi.
Hence, I then asked my lord as to who was the source of that information. Where did that come from?
Okugcina nkosenkantolo leli iphepha le la malanga la 27 lihamba nozakwabo uzakwabo akekho la ngibona lona kuphela ngikushotela enye iphepha.
And my lord, the witness requesting to the documents that the state presented before the court, which is Annexure DD, Exhibit DD, Annexure 2, the very first page. According to Mr. Ntanzi, this document should be accompanied by another document. And Mr. Ntanzi says, I don't see that accompanying document. So where is that document?
Lelo elikhomba khona ukuthi ufaka isicelo bese bona bekunika bona idate becheck eqala ukuthi ubani oselifini ubani ophelele ipassport ubani ozongena ebusuku ubani ozongena ishifu ka2 fanele livele lelo phepha.
That is where you then make the application, my lord. Then they give you or provide you with the dates. They first go and check as to who is on leave, whose passport has expired, who is working a night shift.
Kuphinde kube le 35 days nalo futhi alinayo la leto ebhala la ngemuva mina ngigcwalisayo ukuthi okay ngiyavuma ukuthi ngiyahamba ngedate so ngoba kufanele ngiphazamisana ngomuntu wepassport.
Uthi le 35
le 35 days
Okay.
lelifu nje liqondene nami.
On there is this document of 35 days, my lord. Uthi lona lenzani ke?
Nalo lihamba nga2 alihambe lewa.
This document as well, my lord, is not a separate document. There is an accompanying document that goes with it.
Siphinde futhi nange-date yalo i-date yalo uma ungathola ukuthi imlifi yangu kosenkantolo iqondana nge-18 zika-April ngedate engaqashwa ngayo okhomba khona wabe ngibhalele i-14 07/2014 yibona abanginika lo date le ngani ngoba kusho ukuthi ngangizolinda umuntu wani we-passport.
And also, my lord, my date or my leave date coincides with the 18th of February, which is the date on which, April, the date on which I was appointed. So now the date of 14th July 2014, which is written here, that's the date that they gave me. Uthi bakunika leyo date ukuze?
Yeah, i-date awuyichuzele bona
Okay.
phela balethe ilakhuza amagama abantu ukuthi wena nobani hambane elifini ngoba ngelanga so uhamba abantu bama-passport abayi-3.
You don't choose the date by yourself. They provide you with dates. They will then say you and so, you go on leave. Because there are 3 people whose passports have expired who won't be at work.
Mr. Ntanzi, you are at liberty to request that Mr. Mulder be recalled to take up all these aspects with him.
Ukhululekile mnumzane Ntanzi ukuthi ngaye ummeli wakho ungasifaka isicelo enkantolo ukuthi ubaba umnumzane uMulder aphinde abizwe futhi ukuthi konke lokho zonke ley'nkinga lezi onazo ke uzisho kuyena.
Lezo izizathu sesingikhuluma so phambi kwekhoti. Khona manje ngishilo ngathi mina lamaphepha lala amaningi. Ngiyaqala ukuwabona lapha ekhoti ummeli wami akana. Nangaphela ummeli wami naka amaphepha lawo wamnika wona ungibonisile. Ngithi lamaphepha la engiwatolokela ubaba Jonas awafani nalamaphepha awaphethwe ngummeli wami.
The reason why I am bringing this up before the court, my lord, it is because the documents that are before me, I'm seeing them for the very first time. And also these documents that Jonas is interpreting for me about are not the same as the documents that my legal representative has.
Ingakho nangalelela ngisakhumbula ibila ngikhuluma ngala phambi kwekhoti. Ngathi shuthi lapha eboxini la ngibuziwe imibuzo. Uma ikhoti iguqa kuyahanjwa futhi kuyophenya kuphinde kubuye izinto ezitsha lapha ekhoti futhi.
Hence, I indicated the other day, my lord, that here in court, I am being cross-examined, and then the court will adjourn, and then the investigation will continue, and then when we come back, I'm being asked about new matters.
Can we then, do you still wish to say something? Mr. Ntanzi, or can we continue?
Usakhuluma noma singaqhubeka manje?
Mina ngiqedile isikhalazo sami phambi kwakho.
I am done with my complaint before the court.
Yes, can we continue?
Singaqhubeka?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, we were on pages.
This is where things start to fall apart. In real time, Ntanzi isn't even arguing emotion here. He's asking a very simple, very dangerous question. Where did this information come from? Because, according to Janinda's affidavit, his workplace didn't know his whereabouts. That's serious. That paints a picture of someone disappearing, hiding, running. But now, when it's time to account for that claim, Beloyi steps back and says, "Go ask Mulder." Oh? So now the state is outsourcing accountability. Let's talk about those missing leave application pages too, because Ntanzi says what was brought to court is incomplete, conveniently incomplete, and you have to ask yourself, what was on those missing pages? Who removed them? And why bring partial documents into court? Because incomplete evidence isn't just sloppy, it's dangerous. And here's the bigger issue nobody wants to say out loud. If the state cannot trace the source of its own claims, what else in this case is built on shaky ground? Today it's ask Mulder. Tomorrow it might be, we're not sure. Who really fed that information into Janinda's affidavit? Why are key documents suddenly incomplete? And is this the moment the state starts losing control of its own narrative? If you're seeing what's happening here, you already know. This case is shifting. Subscribe now because the truth doesn't stay buried forever. And when it comes out, it's explosive. Thank you to every single one of you watching, commenting, and sharing these videos. This channel is growing because of you. Your engagement, your opinions, and your hunger for the truth. We're not just watching a trial. We're breaking it down, questioning it, and exposing what doesn't make sense. If you've been here from the beginning, I appreciate you. If you're new, you're part of something that's only getting bigger. Stay sharp, stay informed, and let's keep pushing for the truth. Until next time, I'm Skybridge. Goodbye.